Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing tonight, huh? I hear there's like an AC unit right outside of our window here, buzzing like a bee. You hear it? Let me see if I can get rid of that in my audio settings here. Let's try it. It may have some adverse effects momentarily, but you know what? Let me see. I'll turn it down a hair. That way it just reduces the risk of clamping Candy Thunder or my audio while we're talking here. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. How's everybody doing? Also, what's your favorite hobby? Topic of conversation tonight. Do you have a favorite hobby? I'm sorry. I didn't, I glanced and saw it was 8:59, and then I waited a minute, and I was like, all right, go time. Tater just walked in. The magnificent Tater. The hot potato. It's like, it's not the same when you say potato. It's got to be Tater. It's got just Tater. What is up, everybody? Hey, TikTok side, good to see ya. Red Wolf, Juliet's, Queen Unicorn in here, Bree. Hello, getting some severe storms right now. No, what part of the world are you in, Bree? Don't like it. Don't like the severe poop. Don't like it at all. Wonder Woman, hiking, biking, taking photos. That's very healthy. Queen Unicorn, Pertator. What's up, Bree? How's it going? Badass Mofo Journals is your favorite hobby? Badass Mofo Journals? Is that like a special kind of journaling kind of thing? Sleeping, Kitty Cat Queen. Yeah. What's up, Ashley? How's it going? YouTube side, how you doing? Akasha, you're sick in bed? No. Paisley Hunt, diamond painting and reading. Margarita, reading. Chaos, crocheting and playing video games. Nice. Patricia says reading. Who do we got from Perth, Australia? Tisha, hi there. Hi there. Anna Talbot, second ever live, welcome. Glad to have you here. Helen, Vampire Girl, finding more hobbies. You know what? Yeah. Helen, other than listening to Dusty, that's a good hobby. I like that hobby. Anna, you're a crafter. What's up, Nikki? How are you? Finishing, fashion sewing. Dang, using vintage 50s and 60s patterns to make wearable business casual fits for work. That sounds baller, Webkins. I feel like I need to see some of this. That's art, right? I would love to witness some of it. Nikki, golf, really? Golfer, dang. I was really into golf for a hot minute, and then my back was like, you're no longer into golf. And I was like, okay. So gave my clubs to my nephew, and he's really into golf now, which is cool. At least I could help someone else. Whatever your hyper focus of the moment is, I am the dragon. I understand that one. ADHDers unite. Mix of DIY party stuff and video games. Aaron, I like. Little man or little mama playing pool. Okay, you a pool shark. Little mama's a pool shark with a name like Little Mama and a hobby of playing pool. Yeah. What's up, Kaboom? How are you? Breezy, collect magic cards, Pokemon cards, D&D video games, Dragon Lady, reading, gaming, and getting back into archery. Archery sounds cool. Sounds very cool. Yeah. Making chainmail jewelry, Banshee. Chainmail jewelry, that sounds really cool. Shadow Wolf, diamond painting. We've got a few diamond painters up in here. What's going on there, Tater? Having some issues? Yeah, it's not a great chair. We still need to get a new one. We haven't. We've had this chair forever and like never. You just never know when it's gonna be done. Right, I know. And then my Tiffany, sleeping is your favorite hobby. I've heard a couple people say that so far. French bread flowers or French beaded flowers. I was like, French bread flowers. Like making flowers out of French bread sounds actually like a delicious hobby. Maybe like a kind of a sourdoughy kind of thing. You know what I mean? Amy Castro, Melissa Elliott, Dylan Sprague, Jamie Kellyo, MX Banners, Shadow Wolf, Karen, Dylan again there, Shaz, Emmy Castro, Rescue Ninja, Anna Hartman. Thank you so much for all the love. We are going for the name shout-out gift tonight. It's a little bit different. Tracy Cobbett, Callie Knight, Heather, Melissa Elliott again there, Jersey Blind Girl, Deborah, Callie Antsu, Melissa Elliott. Thank you guys so much for the love. Legally Blonde, Kelly O.W. Candy, see you there too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're ready to say hello to the Tater. The Tater. It's Tater time.
Hello. I just got settled.
I'm gonna make a promo parody of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing, but it's gonna be for our teenagers. And it's gonna be Teenage Mutant Ninja Taters. Teenage Mutant Ninja Taters.
I forgot my water cup, so I had to sacrifice my Diet Coke. And
we have more cups in there.
I don't know how they've been washed.
You don't trust them.
I don't know how they've been washed.
I could share my water with you.
I just like my own cup of water.
I understand.
So I sacrificed my my Diet Coke. I dumped it out after I took like a giant drink, dumped it out, and then rinsed my ice. So I don't want to throw away good ice.
Whoa, hold on.
Rinsed my ice with water, dumped it out, and then filled it up with water. And I took a drink, and I was like, good enough.
You have Diet Coke flavored ice in your water?
No, I rinsed the ice.
Yeah, I know you rinsed your ice, but still, it's got to retain a little bit of that, right?
No.
Huh.
My COVID taste buds are fine. But I just... Yeah,
that's a thing.
Sacrificed the Diet Coke.
That is a thing. Not my cup, Wonder Woman.
No, it's fine.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Our anniversary was great. We actually...
Diet Coke abuse.
we did... Not a lot. We went to dinner at a place that we never get to go, and had a delicious meal. It's a place called Mythos. It's like a Greek cuisine place here in Joplin. Very, very good. If you're ever coming through Mythos, it's a must experience. And then we went home and watched the first few episodes of Welcome to Derry. Cuddled up on the couch, and that was it. That's what we did. But we had a sitter, so we had, all the animals obviously were still there, but we just, took a big bite of a gummy, ate the dessert that we brought home after a little while, and just chilled. It was really, really nice. We could have gone out and adventured, but halfway into that adventure, we would have been like, man, I wish we would have just stayed home and cuddled up.
We had to stop and buy floss picks on the way home.
Yes, this is...
Dusty got...
I was about to rip them bitches open in the middle of Target. Had a piece of steak stuck between my teeth. It was driving me nuts. That's
year 11 of marriage.
Yep, that's the 11th.
Yes.
That is the 11th.
It was funny. It was very, very good, though.
It was a good time.
Very tasty.
Kira, thanks so much for the 2 on the YouTube side. Says I started doing custom wood signs and wood flags. That I've seen some wood flags that are super, super cool. Cunning K dropped the 10 bomb over here on the YouTube side. Listening to Dusty became my primary hobby when I was undergoing cancer treatment. As of today, though, I am 2 years in remission, and I want to thank you for keeping me company in the worst days. Hell yeah. Not for
congrats
the first part.
For your 2 years.
Yes, congrats. And that we've been able to be there with you for the upswing on that journey is freaking awesome. Also, it's making me feel old for some reason, because you could say I'm 2 years in remission, but we were there for treatments. So it's like we've been doing this for 97 years.
Yes.
Somehow. H2 Hamblin, member for 50 months, says I like to paint and game. Right now playing Star Stables, which is a game from when I was a kid. It's actually relaxing. Star Stables. Haven't heard of it. Navy did ask if we could play Spyro today. And I was like, I don't know that we're going to have time for that tonight, but tomorrow we can.
Yeah, she was so excited to stay at my sister's. That's who watched her. She was so excited, but then when it came time to go to bed tonight and you weren't there for 2 nights in a row, she, it broke her little heart. She was sad that I was leaving too, but
she was crying before I left, and I stayed longer and cuddled up on the floor. She had made a floor fort. It was like a pallet on the floor. I cuddled up with her on the floor for 15 minutes before leaving, hoping that would help. It might have just made it worse.
She's an emotional little girl.
Yeah.
But I think she just gets out of her routine and gets,
Yeah. She was trying to hold the tears in as I was leaving. She's like, okay.
Yeah, she was weeping.
Another high
She
five.
did very good, though. We talked about this. This is her last week of preschool this week, and she has her little preschool graduation this week. And so we talked about things to look forward to instead of dwelling on the fact that we're sad that someone's not there. Yeah. So she is very excited to... She loves her teacher, and so she gets to have one last week with her teacher. And I was like, well, so I told her falling asleep, like, think of a question that you haven't asked your teacher yet that you could ask her for your last week. And so she was like, okay, I'm going to think of something. And she's like, will you be gone for 10 minutes? And I was like,
a little bit longer. Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
And she's like, I'll count to 10. And I was like, that's not how.
She has no concept of time at all.
Yep.
None.
She's
an emotional little creature.
Yes.
And she gets just very, I don't know.
You don't know.
She gets very attached. And as she opened the doors, I was coming back in right as I was getting ready to leave. And she's like, tears streaming down her face. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, what happened? She's like, I'm going to miss you. I'm like, oh crap. Okay. Let me go back to Q&D for just a moment, and then we'll get dove in. Taraya, saw your message there. Dog has an issue with a bad dog owner in pity. Now, you need to get to the vets. Damn. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yeah, we'll keep you company in the meantime there. And saw a lot of people. Yeah, like Regosaur saw. We've been with you on your postpartum journey, which is amazing. Not the journey itself, but the fact that we get to be there with you for that kind of thing. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be there with you guys in the hard times and the good times. Well, we can be your consistent. We can be your rock. We can be your consistent, stable source. Thinking of myself as a stable source for anybody is kind of laughable, but okay. Bailey Chapman, Ashley Marie, Amanda Lee, That Alaska Girl, Shadow Wolf, Ann Hodgson, Elise, Michelle, Emily Ray, Roaming Gnome. What's up here today? With the budding heart. Elise, Ann Hodgson, again there, Roaming Gnome with more stuff. Terabyte, Tracy, Jesse, That Alaska Girl, Alida, Jersey Blind Girl, Jilly 5. Thank you guys so much for the love. Let's get rocking and rolling here. Coming up, we have stories about refusing to help a family member in need. Volleyball accident causes relationship issues. Do you delete spicy pics after the relationship is over? Obviously, yes, people. That was typed. I didn't say that. I mean, I said it, but I said it because it was, you know what I'm saying. Finding someone in a compromising situation. Trail side. It was a very Ron Burgundy moment. Refusing to tell your ex-partner who your child will be living with, showing the neighborhood receipts after they wrongly accused someone, not sharing photographers you didn't hire, not sending your parent retirement money, and petty revenge, the bully, and the book report. Couple of notes before we dive in here. The next stream will be Wednesday, the 20th. Is it already the 20th of May almost? That's bonkers. At 3 p.m. Central, normal Wednesday stream, Wednesday time. The YouTube VIP stream will be not this coming Thursday, but next Thursday. This coming Thursday, we actually have preschool graduation. It's going to be adorable. So next Thursday, the 28th at 9 p.m. Central. We'll see you guys then. Don't start now, won't be none tonight. Of course, please be respectful. We are people who are up here for entertainment. No reason to be AskCon ones on the internet, in chat, or in comments. Just don't do it. And if you do it, our lovely mods who are here tonight, all the love to you, we'll deal with you swiftly. So, with that, get out your gosh heckin' brooms. Oh yeah, don't spoil stories. That's the worst. The worst of the worst of the worst.
There's 9 stories on this doc tonight.
9 stories.
Yeah.
And supposedly they're all a little bit shorter. That's why we're cramming nine in there.
You think we can do it?
I only know anything about one of the stories.
Yes, that is story number 4.
Story 4.
He's very excited for it.
I am very excited to share story 4 with you. And I haven't read it. I've only heard a little bit about it. And I'm like, yes. Kira, really, if you're interested in becoming a mod, just let us know that you're interested in becoming a mod. We'll take your name down, and when we need to add more, we'll have you on the list. Also, the sound of that AC unit right outside our window, buzzing, is like nails on a chalkboard on my brain.
Okay.
I have messaged the landlord about it.
What
already.
AC unit is it?
It's not ours. I don't know which.
Oh, well, we can't do anything about that, babe.
We can't do anything about it. I don't expect her to do anything about it tonight, but that's a new sound, so that unit probably needs serviced.
Oh, okay.
It's not a normal sound.
Okay.
It's brand new. Haven't heard it before. And I turned.
No air for you.
I turned. No, I don't mean.
Turn it off.
I don't mean turn it off. I just mean that sounds like it needs something fixed. I did turn our like noise canceling stuff back on and lowered it so that it might drown that out for you guys. So hopefully
They can't hear it.
Okay, good. All right. We ready to dive into our very first story?
Yes.
Let's do it. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here, along with Candy Thunder, to read a story to you and then talk about it. Am I the astronaut for refusing to install my sister-in-law's new dishwasher after she dismissed my help earlier? We could do a poll for this one. There's enough context here to at least go on. Am I the astronaut for refusing to install my sister-in-law's new dishwasher after she dismissed my help earlier? Okay, let's talk about this for a second, based on title alone. You obviously can't vote, but I'm still throwing you up here to talk about it with you. I think if somebody dismisses your help, they've dismissed your help. And then if they try to pull you back in later, I guess how they dismissed your help is probably the factor here, because somebody's like, nah, bitch, I don't need your help. Then yeah, I'm not going to help you later on when you're like, I actually do need your help, bitch. But if they're like, I think I got it, but I'll let you know if I need help. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, I actually need help. That's different. All you can do is nod when we talk about this, huh?
I've refused your help and then been like, actually, I need help.
No.
But I don't call you a bitch.
Not on stream.
The people will believe you. Don't say that.
They won't believe me.
Sometimes you just act like a bee.
So, well, sometimes you feel like a bee. Sometimes you don't. Here, a poll is over. I have clicked on it. It is not showing. There we go.
NTA took it and followed by ESH.
Yeah, NTA with a commanding 81% there. All right, let's dive in and find out if we are correct with an NTA. By the way, I'm with you at NTA. Am I the astronaut for refusing to install my sister-in-law's new dishwasher after she dismissed my help earlier? Am I the astronaut for refusing to install my sister-in-law's new dishwasher after she basically told me I wouldn't know what I was doing? That would have been the better title. My wife's sister lives on the family farm owned by her brother. She does not pay rent, doesn't contribute financially, and generally seems to have a long-standing sponsorship arrangement with the rest of the family. New appliances, computers, cars, etc. appear around her like she's a minor royal. Recently, she came over to the office on the farm where I work out of and started complaining that the dishwasher at the house had died and needed a new one urgently. Now, I'm pretty handy. I fix a lot of things myself, so I started asking a few questions to see if maybe it was something simple before everyone declared the appliance deceased and held a state funeral for it. Words are hard. She instantly snapped at me and said she had already spoken to the technicians and it was broken. Fair enough. Then their mom got involved, was already in a foul mood, and started making comments implying that I wouldn't be able to fix it anyway. At that point, I decided my role in the dishwasher inquiry had concluded. Fast forward, and her brother has now bought and paid for a brand new dishwasher. Suddenly, there are hints floating around about whether I can install it. Interesting career turnaround, considering 48 hours earlier, I apparently wasn't qualified to diagnose a blocked rinse cycle. I never directly told them no. I only told my wife privately that after the way the conversation went, I wasn't interested in donating my time and labor. Today, my wife said, I know you said you won't, but what sort of person do you want to be? I said, honestly, in this situation, I'm very comfortable being petty. The thing is, they'll probably just get my brother-in-law to pay a plumber anyway, so nobody is going to be forced to wash dishes in the creek like it's 1850. For me, it's more the principle of the thing. I do feel bad that he will pay for it, though. If someone dismisses you, acts like your opinion is worthless, and then circles back once free labor is required, am I wrong for deciding they can keep that same energy and hire someone? Or am I just being this stubborn asshole over a dishwasher? Top comment here was... NTA, and your wife is welcome to YouTube dishwasher installation if she wants to help. OP's response, she always has had a soft spot for her sister and used to enable her a lot, but she's getting better at saying no to her. This just wasn't one of those times. Okay. Thoughts, Tater?
I like when she said, like, what kind of person do you want to be? And he's like, a petty one.
A petty bee. I want to be a petty bee.
When the situation calls for pettiness, sometimes you just got to be petty. You can't always take the high road.
Yeah, sometimes the high road is...
High road.
High road is... words are really hard tonight. Sometimes the high road is the bumpier road, right? Mm-hmm. And in this case, I feel like it was. I feel like the high road was going to lead to enabling and set you up to be taken advantage of over and over and over again. And fuck all that noise. No.
I think the petty road in this situation overall is the right road, because right road. I heard it. Because like you said, you're just going to enable someone who... I love how he said cars, appliances, and all this shit just appears around her like she's royalty of some sort. And you're just going to continue to enable, especially when they've already insulted your intelligence by basically saying...
You won't be able to figure it out.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're doing. And so he's like, you're right, I won't.
I think...
Don't mind me.
Also, I think there's an ulterior motive here that OP may not be seeing, and that is she didn't want it fixed. She wanted a new one. Like it had nothing to do with your competence, OP. It had something to do with you risking the prospect of her getting something brand new over fixing the beater that she had. She wanted the new thing. But I think you're still within your rights here because you're collateral damage at that point as well, right? She insulted you in order to get what she wanted. Well, there's a cost to that. Not everything is free. Relationships have a cost.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd be like, my dishwasher's broken. It doesn't work.
I can't fix things, so I'm like, we're gonna hire somebody. Or
you're like, well, I can fix it. No, it's broken.
I said,
nobody
it's
touch it.
It's in a million pieces.
I'd like this new one for $2,000.
She goes in there with a sledgehammer.
Robot arms come out and wash the dishes for you.
It's possessed. It is. Beer Today, saw your comment there. I want new. Can I has? Yeah. And Vanessa, yeah. NTA, don't be a doormat. So the question, am I the astronaut for refusing to install my sister-in-law's new dishwasher after she dismissed my help earlier? Is an NTA. I think the bigger picture here is probably that she just wanted the new thing. But it is laughable now that there are they're not even like, she's not even upfront enough to be able to ask you directly and say, hey, would you be available and willing to install that for us? No, they're hinting around it just to test the waters and see if you'd be open to the prospect. And your wife, your poor wife here, saying, what kind of person do you want to be? I'm like, okay, are you trying to teach me a valuable life lesson?
I just wanted ice cream.
I don't want a valuable lime lesson. Chris and I ChatGPT'd how to fix my dishwasher, and it worked. Would you look at that? Would you look at it? Would you just look at it? Good gravy. Shouldn't Sandra's YouTube username said, shouldn't what kind of person you want to be apply to the sister and mom as well? Yeah. Do you want to be a doormat? Do you want your husband to be a doormat? You want to have less time to spend with your husband because he's too busy doing chores for your entitled sister-in-law, whatever the hell she is. Huh? No. A little bit of catch up here. Hey, Sean Ellis, member for 15 months, said QOD making resin things. I can't wait to finish up my resin Ascon scale planets as a surprise one to send you. Ooh. Hell yeah. That's cool. Awesome. Hey, also, Kira sent out 5 gifted memberships on the YouTube side here. Bay Fox, Crystal Winchester Holiday, Fly Green, and Girl with a Draco tattoo. Girl with a Draco tattoo. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Thunder Crew, courtesy of Kira. Hell yeah. Thanks so much, Kieran. That's awesome. A little bit of catch up on the TikTok side here as well. Jenny with the ice cream cone with the name shoutouts. Beautiful Disaster. Cody, Carrie, Myra Catalina, Dawn. Don't know why I said it like that. Dawn. Myra Catalina again. Jenny with the ice cream cone. Bethany, Little G Dog, Ann Hudson dropping the 10 name shoutouts here. Cody, Adventures with Pam. Carrie, Adventures with Pam again. Wonderfully Wonky. Terabyte. Cody dropping the Hondo name shoutouts. Thank you so much. Kim, Kitty Cat Queen. Lovely Lisa. Kitty Cat Queen again, Dark Angel, Cody. Thank you guys so much. Beer today with the corn. Dropping the corn. Thank you. Oh, man. You guys are awesome. All right, we'll dive into our next story here. Next. Hey there, Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This is
What's up?
She looked at me and said, "What the fuck just happened?"
Why'd you say I so many times? Was it a stunt?
I wish I knew.
Okay. I did that once in an interview.
What was the word?
Motivates. And then I slapped my hand over my mouth.
I feel like that should be a song. I did glitch.
No judgment here. I just didn't. I thought you were kidding around.
No, I'm not kidding around.
I didn't know you were.
Sometimes, like my brain.
Here, turn around. I'll twist your knob.
Yes, please pull the string.
There you go.
Sometimes the brain either moves faster than the mouth or the mouth moves faster than the brain. I'm not sure where I'm at right now.
We've all been there.
It was not aligned. I'll tell you that much for free. All right, let's try again. I, 28 male, am absolutely stunned and need advice on how to handle a situation with my girlfriend, 26 female. I, 28 male, was playing volleyball with my girlfriend, 26 female. I was a sub for a team with some of her people from work. The game was over, and I went to get the ball on the opposite side of the net from her. Her friends and her were just standing there discussing playing again, I assume. I kind of just threw the ball up over the net. I ended up hitting her in the side of the head. Her friends kind of laughed, and I didn't do it intentionally, but I felt bad and walked over to absolutely apologize, as it wasn't my intent. The throw was literally me on the other side of the net by like 5 feet, so it wasn't a Hail Mary or anything with force. I definitely would never intentionally try to hurt her or anything. Ever. So as soon as I get to her, I literally only got the words I did not mean to, and she literally bitch slapped me on the side of the face extremely hard in front of everyone. There's 3 volleyball courts, tons of people watching. I said, "You seriously slapped me?" She said, "Well, that hurt when you hit me in the head." The embarrassment I feel and the shock that I didn't even believe it. Everyone saw, her coworkers, people watching, just was crazy. She winded all the way back and literally bitch slapped me extremely hard. I walked off the court, grabbed my shoes, put them on, didn't say a word, went to her house, grabbed my dog as she was there today while I was at work, and now I'm sitting in my house. This was hours ago. Haven't heard from her, not a text, not a call, nothing. We've been dating for almost 8 months. I'm not even sure what to say or do. Top comment here, you break up, full stop. There's zero excuse for her to have hit you. She's shown you who she is, and you walk. If you had hit her, would anyone suggest that she stay with you? This is why you date, to figure out who the person is. She didn't even hit you as a thoughtless reflex. She had time to decide to hit you as you approached her, and then pretty much told you that you deserve to be hit. That's not who you want to be with. There's a little update. Let's talk about this for a second, though.
Nope.
If there's like 20 to 50 people watching this, how's she gonna go off in private?
I don't know, but this wasn't like you got hit and you automatically like respond. And like that top comment said, this was she thought about it and bitch slapped him because she was embarrassed. Like she was embarrassed that she got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Which is an accident. It's fucking volleyball.
You're playing
it's gonna
volleyball.
happen. And he said, he's like, I would never intentionally hurt her. It just happened, which is that's a normal, like that it is what it is. But for her to just haul off and slap him in front of everyone, like this comment said, if you had hit her, there is no wiggle room. There is no one would say you should stay.
No.
You should do this. You should try to work it out. No. If someone hits you, you're done. Especially 8 months into a relationship, dating, walk the fuck away because it isn't worth it. She needs to figure out her shit.
Devin says, I've seen a situation like this play out. It got so much worse.
Exactly.
Yeah,
100%.
and Jolene, yeah, I'd get embarrassed about it too, but then I'd laugh because I can't be embarrassed if I don't let myself be. But also, like once that happens and you feel that embarrassment, what are you going to do with it? You have options, right? Like you could
laugh about it.
You could
like,
laugh it up. You could ham it up and be like, oh, like
right.
Clutch it, fall to the ground, whatever. But this is like that's a choice. That is a choice. It's not like somebody pinched you and you reflex slapped them away.
No, like he said, she wound up and like slapped him across the face, like full on did it. And I'm like, it's such an inappropriate reaction to the amount of time that happened between, like, there is no excuse for it. You can't make any excuse for this. She did it because she got embarrassed by the situation. And so is any heightened emotion going to lead to her slapping you across the face? She's a 26-year-old woman. There is no fucking excuse for this whatsoever.
Angela, that's a good point. What if she was a mom and her kids had hit her with the ball by accident? Would she hit them back? Maybe. Yes. But also...
Or they embarrass her in some way. Like, how is she going to respond to the embarrassment that kids bring? Like,
yeah.
It's not sunshine and rainbows all the time.
Well, it's not...
I wouldn't want to find out.
What besides embarrassment would trigger that as well? Like, you're going to find out, because it's probably not just embarrassment, but I think you were smart to take the first action of getting your dog out of her place.
Yeah.
Because if you've got somebody who is this kind of violent,
yeah,
you don't want your dog over there.
And Dragon Lady, she literally hit him mid-apology. Boy, run. Exactly. Yeah, he was trying to apologize.
Blam.
He was trying to apologize to her, and like there's no excuse. I don't think a violence, or it's one thing to like jokingly like push you on the shoulder and be like, oh, that hurts so much, and like you said, play it up, have fun with it, like, but to haul off and slap someone, like, that's just a response that I wouldn't want to see elsewhere in other heightened situations.
Yeah. And I'm wondering how she would handle her response if it were one of her coworkers that had done this. Would she have bitch slapped them? Like, did it matter who it was, or was it only an option in her mind because it was him?
Yeah. Jersey Blind Girl said, once you allow the violence, then it will escalate later. Yeah.
I don't think anybody who witnessed this is going to be surprised that you're getting the hell out of there. And right. I think they're probably all shocked that she did this. And again, if I'm a bystander watching this, I'm like, oh God, if that's happening in public,
yep.
What's happening in private?
If I see someone bitch slap their partner in front of me, like, I'm calling you on your shit right there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, also, we're not associating anymore because what the fuck just happened?
Right.
And why do you feel comfortable doing that in front of, like you said, 20 to 30 people in this gymnasium?
Right. That's wild. All right, here's the small update. I'm going to leave you up for this. Okay. Update. She texted me and wanted me to come over for dinner so we could discuss. She said pretty much everything under the sun. All I did was listen. I then told her I've never had violence in my relationship and I don't plan to start that now. It's not something I'm going to do anymore. Grabbed all the rest of my stuff. If I'm being honest, I feel like I sucked it up because I had a lot of things over at her place, like my expensive glass Tupperware, LOL. Wished her luck. She was crying profusely and rambling, and then I left. Good for you, OP. Right. Like, here's, boy howdy, self-fulfilling prophecy. The embarrassment triggered her to create a situation that is now a billion times more embarrassing. She lost her boyfriend because she tried to beat him in public. Boy, and all the coworkers and shit that were there know it.
Yeah, there's a zero tolerance. Domestic violence, like, is domestic violence no matter who is doing it. Man, woman, doesn't matter. And there's a zero tolerance for doing that to your partner. You don't get to hit them and expect it to just go away with a discussion. I think, she needs to work on herself before she enters into another relationship.
I agreed.
Whether it was embarrassment or she was pissed because he hit her in the head, I don't know what the reason was, and I don't quite frankly, care. There's no excuse.
None.
Zero.
That is just wild.
I'm glad that he walked away.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he got his dog away from her house that night.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, obviously, that's just unacceptable. This person does need like serious help before ever attempting to have another relationship. But I would say that serious help has to come now, because you got to be able to function around other human beings. Your coworkers saw all this shit.
Right.
How you're treated at work, your relationships at work with people are all going to change now. Like how is that less embarrassing in your mind than getting hit accidentally with a fucking volleyball?
Right. Being like getting hit with the ball during volleyball is not an abnormal thing.
No, I don't know. That's just wild. Wild. All right, let's move on to our next one here. Let me get a little bit of catch up here done. Wonderfully wonky, if you want to accept that. That what you've done is abuse, you will continue the abuse as well. Yeah. And OP said she said everything under the sun. We don't know what that includes, but it didn't sound like accountability. Sarah S. officially happy anniversary, Dusty and Candy. Thank you so much. We celebrated our 11th anniversary this past Saturday. It was lovely. Christine for JP with the name shoutouts. Violet just passed 1,800 name shoutouts and is still going there. Hell yeah. Thanks so much, Violet. Bonkers. Oh, hit 1815 and now still going. You heard me say your name and there was like a little break and now it's starting another run. Melanie, Gracie K, Amanda, Leanna, Trish Wish, Joanna, Johanna, Katrin, Be the Change, Beth B, Florida Girl, Jessica, Jonas Lee Author, Jamie dropped 205 of the name shoutouts. Jessica, Beautiful Disaster, Bree, thank you so much. I know we hit that goal there as well. Beautiful Disaster with the dolphin, Violet with the galaxy. Hell yeah! Thanks so much, Bailey Chapman with the cheeky pup. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Let me get our official reset. Son of a biscuit. It reset. Yeah, I'll just leave it and let it run through there. Bad B, Little Cree, Jeremy, Christy for JP, Jules. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. All right, we'll dive into our next story here. After a wee drink of water, all I've got to do. Got to do my liquid crack and then water. I did my 5-hour energy shot before stream. Chase it with some Monster tea. And somehow I'll be able to fall asleep tonight. It's fine. Pooping Rainbow Turds says love never expresses itself in violence or pain. It's a good way to say it. Also, baller username. All right, here we go. Story number 3. Am I the astronaut if I refuse to show my new partner more of my text message history with a past ex who tried to booty call me last night? Okay, let's do a poll for this one. Timeline of text message history matters here. Like, I don't need to see messages between you and your ex that happened before we got together. And it sounds like that's what the partner is asking for here. Now, conversations that happened while we were together probably should be fair game. Am I the astronaut if I refuse to show my new partner more of my text message history with a past ex who tried to booty call me last night? I'm saying NTA on the refusal. Thoughts? Waver Daughter says I'm leaning toward YTA. Okay, ESH. Timeline matters. Yeah, the timeline I think is the swing here, but I think OP's use of new partner and past ex in here lead me to believe these are the messages are in question happened before OP was with the new partner. If that's the case, then NTA. Yeah, it could be an ESH. Very easily could be. Very, very, very easily.
NTA took it with 42%, followed by ESH with almost 30%.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I, 29 male, have been exclusive with a new partner, 28 female, for about 3 months. Last night, I got a text message from an old fling who I haven't spoken to in around 6 months asking to come over. I was with my current partner when I got the text. I have not responded to it. My partner got very heated after seeing a girl messaging me asking to come over, so I showed her that my last text message with this person was from over 6 months ago and the booty call was completely unprompted. My current partner strongly asked to go through more of my text message history with this past fling. I said no because A, there are some intimate pictures of both of us in these messages, and B, there are some very explicit messages that go beyond the style that me and my current partner engage in. My partner is saying that my refusing to show her is a red flag and I'm being sketchy. She's essentially insinuating that I'm acting unfaithful and hiding things. Am I the astronaut for refusing to show my partner more of the text message history with this past fling when I showed her that I have not spoken to this person for over 6 months, roughly 3 months before we started dating? The top comment on here is interesting. YTA for still having them in the first place. What the fuck? These people are weird for keeping text threads and pics of exes once they get into a new relationship. Okay, I do agree with that. But we got to talk about this. Why would you keep you just didn't think that they were there, but he quickly remembered that they were there whenever she asked to go through them. So why would you still have those?
Exactly. For me, that's it. It's NTA for not wanting to show the text thread or whatever it was that you had with your ex. I don't think you should have to do that. But YTA for still having pictures, explicit pictures of your ex on your phone. I think those should be deleted out of respect for you and her. Like, I just don't think you should keep those 3 months into a new relationship, especially on your phone. Like, I just think it's weird for me. And I'm sure there's people that disagree, but so I'm going to go with ESH. He's not the asshole for not showing her, but he is the asshole for still having them on his phone, in my opinion.
And Pam, he did show her that the last message was from 6 months ago, which was 3 months before this relationship
She's totally the
started.
asshole for demanding this. And like, I like how he says strongly, which means like she was pissed off and demanding to see them, but at the same time, I don't think she has a right to see that, but I don't like having the pictures on their phone.
No, that's not okay. That's not okay. But like, so when people start new relationships, they just like delete old text strings with exes. Is that
No, I think you don't have to delete the text string, but I don't think you should keep the pictures in your text string. Like, delete those, get rid of them.
Gotcha.
I don't think you should keep them, period. I think if you're going to send those, they shouldn't be kept. But that's how I feel about it.
CD Darky says he's not done with her.
Yeah, it feels shady keeping those. Like, are you like, I don't know. I think, and I mean, I would probably delete it, especially if it ended. And I'm with someone else. Like, I don't need that in my life. But
right, it's a consideration to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still having them makes it.
I mean, what if they got married? Is he going to still keep those naked pictures on his phone? Sorry, I shouldn't say that word. But so I like.
Little G Dog, yeah, he revisits them sometimes.
At what point in the relationship should you delete those if you don't think that people need to delete them getting into a relationship? That's the question.
Rexy says, I still don't understand why his ex tried to come over. She was a past fling. It sounded like just a booty call. And 6 months randomly just tried to revisit the booty call. Didn't know that he was with someone now. Maybe, it was random. The message from her was random. He hasn't heard from her for 6 months. So apparently
I definitely don't think he's the asshole for that, especially if she didn't know that they were in a committed relationship. Like, what I do not think he's the asshole at all for that situation. Right. I just find
keeping the pics.
I just find it gross that he still has them.
Right. And you know what? Maybe this is the longest relationship he's had, and maybe he hasn't been in a position where he, has thought about, I probably should delete that kind of shit before.
Maybe.
So hopefully he learned a valuable lesson here, and that is like, don't put yourself in this position. But there's also, it's not just the pictures. He said there are messages in there where they talk in a very like a raunchier style than he does with his current partner. So we're not just talking about pictures now. It would, even if the pictures were gone, the words would be problematic.
Then delete the text. If that's who this was to you, like she wasn't a relationship, you guys were just friends with benefits, then just delete it. And then if this relationship doesn't work out and you want to start it back up, it's not like you're deleting her number. You can revisit her if she's not in a relationship, like whatever. But keeping those on your phone is just asking for trouble.
Kira says, I don't believe that he hasn't talked to her in months. He just deleted those in case new girlfriend sees. Possible.
Keeping those on your phone makes you seem untrustworthy.
Yep. And Dylan said, I got a booty call from an ex about 6 months into dating my wife. I didn't have pics or previous messages when it happened to me, though. So you cleaned up. You prepared ahead of time. And OP hasn't done that. I agree, though. I don't think OP is the asshole for saying no, because like, accept that I have a past. You have a past as well.
Right.
If you're trying 100%. To dig into my past and act like my past was cheating on you, like, you're not going to be able to have a functional relationship with anyone. But keeping the raunchy stuff is disrespectful. And hopefully you learned a lesson here.
Can I put a ring on it first before I delete the history?
It's like how far does the commitment need to be for me to delete messages? On our 5-year wedding anniversary, I'll finally delete the messages.
Yeah, no, I was committed to you like very quickly, like delete. Don't. Someone messaged me, and I told you that, but like 3 months into our relationship, and I was like, nope, I'm being treated like a queen. Fuck off.
Did you respond?
No, I don't think I ever.
I was going to say, I don't think you said that.
No, why would I open that can of worms?
Being treated like a queen. You still believe that?
100%. I'm still here.
It's true.
I'm just kidding.
This is true. I love you too.
No, I knew like a month into our relationship, I was like, oh, this is different. This is good. Like, you were sweet.
Yeah.
You were kind. You opened doors for me.
I had to prove that
Other
I
guys
wasn't
were
an
like,
asshole.
Oh, sorry, it's locked. Hold on.
I had to prove. Well, she had been conditioned to just believe that the mask would fall off at some point, and that the act would tire, and that my true asshole self would show.
Well, that's how it normally went.
I know. That's why he had been conditioned that way. So I had to work past that.
It was normally love bomb, and then they grow tired.
Right.
And then they leave.
Do you feel like I'm any different now than I was when we went on our first dates?
As far as taking like...
With you, just a treatment of you.
No. I mean, no, in a good way. Like, you're still, like, you've always been a gentleman. Always. Always open doors, always take care of me, like, always. It's never...
So there wasn't an act, and I think and that wasn't a trick question. I'm trying to check myself. It's a gut check moment, right? To be like, have I?
Nope.
Was there an act?
Every door was opened last night on our date, and it was so sweet. And we had a reservation at 6, and like at 5:30, I was like, I am starving, and he's like, me too. Can we go now? And I was like, yes. Let's see if they can get us in early.
And I said,
so we went with the early birds.
We have a 6 o'clock, but we're starving, so we're here now. They were like, "Oh, I think we can we can make that work for you."
No, and I just think this is a respect thing, and maybe that's come with age because you've shown me what it's like to be treated with respect, and I didn't have that before. So now I know to demand respect, and hopefully that's something I show our daughters, and you show our daughters that you should demand respect. And I think respect is not having explicit pictures of your ex on your phone.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to commit to this relationship, commit to it. And it's not like if it doesn't work out, you guys can't go switch pics again. So I just think it's just respectful to do.
Agreed. And, if this is your first time encountering that, OP, you're learning a valuable lesson. And it was that you are an asshole for having those. And even the raunchy text, it's basically like, if it's not a part of your history that you want to sit down and review with your new partner, probably get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know if you should continue this relationship because the demanding of it is sketchy, and we got off track talking about ourselves. Sorry about that. We're in love this weekend.
Just this weekend.
Sometimes it's a strong dislike. That's marriage.
You still love me?
Of course.
During week 3?
I do. Wasn't sure Friday night, but
I wasn't sure either. I'm like, I don't feel like she likes me very much right now.
I didn't like anyone.
No.
So don't take it personally.
Damn. I knew what was going on.
I was exhausted.
Just like, shit, I was trying to give you a wide berth. Like 12-foot radius. Just,
Oh, man.
just give mama space.
Sorry.
Give mama space.
Anyways, it's for the title NTA, the contents ESH.
Agreed.
But she's the bigger asshole in my
So
opinion.
for title, NTA.
Yes.
But
It's very, but
again,
both need to be up.
Everybody
overall,
sucks.
it does sound like an incompatibility. Like if you've got somebody that can't accept that you have a past, you have a history, because of insecurity, and then you've got somebody who is very much like, I got a raunchy history, and I'm gonna hang on to it. Those two people are not compatible. It just can't happen. It won't work. And now she's going to be a dog with a bone because she knows you've got some nasty, raunchy shit on there. She's not going to rest until you show her this nasty, raunchy shit, which it's a Kobayashi Maru. You're done. Either way. There is no, like, there's no resolution to this scenario that I can see.
I agree. 100%.
And somebody said he needs to delete everything in front of her. I'm like, okay, she's going to want to look at it all first. And the moment that she looks at it and sees how much different he was with her than she is with her, problems.
She could be into it.
She could be into it, JB's knees. Could be. You know what? Could be. She'd be like, well, I didn't know you were into that kind of thing.
Are you in a serious relationship, JB's? Just out of curiosity.
Could be. You never
Your
know.
responses are cracking me up.
You never know. All right, let me get a little bit of catch up done here. Catch up done on both TikTok and YouTube sides, and then we'll bounce over to story number 4, which is the one I've been looking for.
He said yes, married 16 years. I love it.
There you go. There you go. Jeremy, Caitlin with the love glasses, Natalie and Pixie, Janice C 2014, Elise, Bearded A dropping more corn, Martha Hernandez, Trisha G, Crystal, and Hendrickson dropping the 20 name shoutouts. Crystal again there, Janice C 2014, Diana C, Anthony, Violet dropping another 130 and 197 of the name shoutouts, as well as a lightning bolt in there for good measure. Meg's World, Megan Carroll, Life with Lala, Danielle, Michelle G, Jeremy, Jules, Bad B, Little Cree, Christy for JP, Talise, Violet, Be the Change, Gracie, Bailey Chapman, Beautiful Disaster. Thank you guys so much for the love. Love bomb, devaluation, then discard. Rexy, yeah, that's, yeah. Oh, or she steals his phone. Oh, you better believe his phone is going to be password protected right after that conversation happened. Also, huh? We've arrived to the meat of this show. Thank you guys so much for all the love. And obviously, you know, we're a real couple. We obviously have, you know, disagreements, and life's real, right? And there are times, like Friday night, when she didn't like me very much at all.
Okay, that's because I had 5 hours of sleep from the night before.
I understand.
And I got my labs back, and
there was a lot going on.
yeah, and I was really tired.
I understand.
And week 3.
Yeah, no, I get it, but it's real life, right? Like, shit goes wrong. Sometimes we're oversensitive, and sometimes we clash, and it doesn't always work well together. You guys see us having fun here, and this is quality time for us. We enjoy doing this. This is one of our favorite things to do together, as odd as that sounds. But
I did apologize. Pretty sure. I thought about it.
you're doing it now.
Oh, I thought about
I
apologizing,
thought about it.
but I didn't want to acknowledge it again.
Gosh, I don't know where Navy gets it. So funny.
No, I could feel myself like being angry, and I was like, just stop.
I knew.
And then every time I opened my mouth, it was just like flames. Like I was like, fucking calm down.
I knew it was not something that you had control of. Otherwise, it wouldn't have.
It was. I just needed to sleep.
Yeah.
I am sorry though. I apologize.
I accept your sorry.
Ish.
You thought about it, and I received that thought.
Exactly.
So it's all good. I knew it wasn't an intentional thing, and I'm pretty sure day before you were like, "What's going on with you?" And I'm like, "I'm just fucking cranky." Like it just
That is true.
you get cranky sometimes, and I couldn't control it either. I was just short fused, and I was like, "I don't know. I'm just cranky."
You gave me your bug.
I'm sorry. Pass the cranky bug over to you. Hey. It happens, right?
Oh no.
It happens. Okay, we'll dive into the next story here. You ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
He's been really excited for the story. He knows the idea of it, but not the whole thing. So it's it was a story made for Dusty. And it was written well, OP, so thank you for that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I need to move this a little bit. There we go. That's better. All right. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here with another story for you. This is not an AITA story. This is a confession. Let's see if it's a good fit for the Dusty Thunder show here. Surprised a stranger in the forest trail mid-action. This happened Sunday at Tiger Mountain, and I haven't fully recovered mentally. Weather was like 80 degrees for once, which in Washington basically means everyone suddenly remembers that outside exists, so I decided to go hiking since I had the day off. Nothing dramatic, just wanted to get out of the apartment for a while because me and my girlfriend have both been working nonstop lately. Everything was normal for like the first hour. Nice weather, trail wasn't too crowded, birds chirping, moss everywhere, a very stereotypical Washington experience. Then I made the mistake of drinking an entire coffee before the hike. About halfway through, I had to pee bad. And if you've hiked around here before, you know some of these trails act like bathrooms are a government conspiracy. So I stepped off trail a little bit into the woods, thinking I'd find a tree and be back in like 30 seconds. Seconds? I gotta read that line again. So I stepped off trail a little bit into the woods, thinking I'd find a tree and be back in like 30 seconds. Worst decision of my life. The woods were pretty dense, so you couldn't really see far ahead. I walked through some bushes and heard rustling, and my first thought was honestly, please don't be a cougar. It was not a cougar. It was a man taking the most vulnerable shit imaginable. Like full squat, pants around ankles, bro was deep in the process too. And the worst part is I didn't even process what I was seeing immediately because I saw his face first. He had that scrunched up, I'm fighting demons right now expression, and then his eyes locked into mine, and his whole face changed instantly. I've never seen someone look so spiritually devastated so fast. Like this man's soul left his body in real time. And because the universe enjoys humiliating people, right when we made eye contact, I literally heard the poop hit the ground. Just an actual forest plop. I don't even know how to describe the silence after that. Birds chirping, wind blowing, two grown men frozen in the woods while one of them is actively shitting. I think I yelled, "Oh my God," and backed directly into a branch because I panicked so hard. The guy didn't even say anything. He just stared at me like I ruined his bloodline. Then I tripped over a rock trying to leave and almost busted my ass, which honestly felt deserved. I ended up speed walking down the trail, pretending I wasn't psychologically damaged while trying to convince myself this guy probably didn't recognize me and we'd never seen each other again. Or we'd never see each other again. But honestly, if somebody accidentally saw me mid shit in the woods and heard it happen, I'd have to fake my own death.
Exactly.
So yeah, to the random guy at Tiger Mountain, I am so incredibly sorry. Hope your hike got less traumatic after that. Could you imagine?
No.
Also,
this is my worst fucking nightmare.
What does OP have to apologize for? There was no indication that someone was shitting back there. You just like, yes, it sucks.
You know what? They're sorry because they saw it. Because that's a moment that we aren't supposed to see each other doing. And so he saw it. He heard it. Like
What?
all his senses experienced it, and he just wanted to apologize.
I'm trying to let this play out in my head. And OP, like,
This is him thinking
emerges
about
through
it.
bushes, reverse Homer Simpson, and then sees this guy's face, like, scrunch.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna.
Please don't do it. Dear God, please don't do it.
Sees the guy's face all scrunched up, and is like, "What the?" And then he's, and it's like, "Oh."
Oh my gosh. When I saw the title of this story, I thought he caught people, in the act.
Yeah.
2 people doing something in the woods.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was happening.
Based on title,
and then I
you
read
would
it,
think,
and I
yes.
just could not stop laughing. Like, I was like, this is the most perfect story I've ever read for Dusty.
So I imagine. I wonder if his soul left his body with the turd, like hitched a ride,
God.
or if it was like the sound. And then it was like the soul, like the Dementor's last kiss. You know what I mean? It's like the glowing ball came out of his mouth. And just
That's
drifted
what would
away.
happen to me, and I would never leave the woods. I would just be lost in there
You'd become
forever.
a mountain person after
Yes.
that.
I would
They'd
never
send
be
out
able
a
to
fucking
face-
search party.
Yeah.
But you'd Rambo that shit. You'd be covered in moss and leaves. You'd be like PETA.
I would
You'd
never be
like-
able to face society again. I would never, because then
No.
I would know that there's someone out there walking among us who has seen me shit, and I would never be able to just like, what if I accidentally ran into that person?
You could never go out in public again, ever.
No, never.
You'd be convinced that
No,
word
I would
had
be in the
spread.
woods.
Yes, yeah.
I would become one with the woods. I'd be pooping in there all the time.
Oh,
my gosh.
Gosh, I can't imagine. I can't imagine for both parties here. What you went through. I'm trying to imagine if I myself was in Opie's shoes and I happened upon somebody.
I don't know what I would do.
I would apologize and I just backpedal.
I would laugh out loud.
You probably would. You would.
I would, and it would just be unintentional. I would just be so uncomfortable that laughter would escape my body.
Early in our relationship at our old house,
Please don't tell people that.
you would stand outside of the
Okay, it was
of
a
the
small
guest bathroom
house.
while I pooped and giggle
No,
at me.
It was a small house.
You would giggle at me while I pooped.
Well, I could hear it. It made me laugh. I'm sorry.
It's what everybody wants to experience.
We were married. I wasn't going anywhere.
Now, if I go to the guest bathroom, Luna just comes over there and sticks her nose underneath the door and is like, I'm like, thanks. Thanks for letting everyone know, Luna. Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Mariah says, would you rather be caught or catch someone? Catch someone, 100%.
Oh, yeah. You don't
Caught
wanna-
would be so vulnerable. Like,
Shitter or shitty? A shitty,
Oh
for sure. Like, I would not want to be the shitter. There's much more shame involved with being the shitter. The shitty can run off and be like, I just pretend like I never know that guy. Like, I've never seen that guy. I'll never see him again. It's fine. The shitter,
knows that someone is out there that has seen him.
as soon as I wonder if
heard
the
him.
shitter memorized OP's face. Like, if it's burned into their retinas now.
I don't know.
I don't think OP could recognize the shitter in muggle form because he was in poop face. So, like, your face is distorted. Doesn't look like it normally does. You know what I mean?
It's like bright red.
But the shitter could definitely spot OP.
Oh my god.
I remember that face if somebody walked through the bushes and caught me mid shit off a trail. Also, he was in the wood. There were
would
items
never-
to wipe with.
Even on my deathbed, I would hear that sound again of it hitting the forest floor. Like I would never forget that sound. It's like a car accident. It's like it could just replay in your head, that sound. And I think we would both hear that sound, and there would only be 2 people in the world who would hear that sound. That's what I think
fair.
about.
That's fair.
I wouldn't be able to erase it.
You know, at least it was a plop and not like a spray. You know, at least there's that. That's all I got. So here's a follow-up question for everybody. If you're on a trail and you've got to go to the bathroom, is it okay to just jump off trail and go in the woods? Or are you supposed to like hold it until you find an actual human plumbed area?
The runners that shit themselves while still running around the park trails?
No,
What?
that's a thing. Yeah, runners, yeah.
I know someone that stops and poops in random places all the time. I can't tell you their name because that's not. I feel like information I can reveal to the general public. But he's done it multiple times.
He needs to create a social channel out of that. Not of the actual pooping, but
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's not me. Wonky.
No, it's not. It's
not
him.
me. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that possibility until you said it. I'm like, crap, everybody's going to think it's
No,
me.
it's not Dusty.
No.
Not 100%.
It is not me.
We wouldn't be together if he did that.
Vocals unleashed and capable of holding it in. You know, if you got to do it. Nikki, yeah.
I mean, I guess what's the alternative? Your pants? I think if you had to go on a trail, the woods are fine. Is that wrong? No, it's not Tony. It's no one that you.
No, it's not Tony.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I think if you're in the woods, like.
I mean, if you gotta go,
when in Rome,
you gotta go, right?
You know,
just bury it. Okay.
I pee outside half the time anyway.
It's funny that just bury it came from Little Bear. That's perfection right there.
Bury it or let it harden and use it as coal later on when it gets cold.
I mean, yeah, if you got bubbly guts, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Bring an
Shit
extra pair of
happens.
socks to wipe with. Like wipe with the sock and bury that too.
Oh man. I don't.
Supposed to carry a plastic bag with you, poop in the bag and carry it with you. That's the proper protocol. Love what it says. Like dog poo bags?
Okay, well we have those with us.
Yeah. Are you never mind. It's like
Then you can just poop in the bag.
holding the bag to your butt while pooping seems complicated. Does it not?
Well, especially a dog poo bag.
Yeah.
Those are very narrow.
It seems like there should probably be some kind of thing that like a jock strap that holds the poo bag for you.
That's enough. That's too far.
I'm just saying.
That's too far.
It sounds complicated. There's got to be some kind of apparatus. All right, we'll get some catch up done here.
God.
You knew I would find a tiptoe over the line. I didn't go too far.
That was too far.
Okay, but it was like I didn't go too far.
The line
too
was a
far.
dot to you.
No. I was trying to find a solution to a common problem for people who have to poop on trails. Adventures with Pam with the name shoutouts. Thanks so much. Candy Koala, Amanda, Lynn, Charlie Diego, Sunshine, Marie, Shoe Knot, Janice, Candy Koala, This Girl is Poison, Genesee 2014, Celestial. Thanks so much to the love. Tracy, Randy, Megan, 35 Arizona, Jeremy, Red Wolf, dropping the Hondo Corns, Rhonda Floyd Brady, Marie M50, Emily Ray, Tracy Cobbett, Mariah Collins again there. Liza. Jeremy, thank you guys so much for the love. Appreciate that. Sam, member for 26 months of the Gosh Heck Thunder crew. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. There's two people, Angela. Oi. Yeah. Yeah, Pam, thanks so much for the love. Appreciate that. Amanda, thanks so much. So glad that's over. That's what she said. Okay, here we are for the next story. Am I the astronaut for not telling my daughter's dad my boyfriend's name?
Hard to move on from that.
I know. We're going to move on. Hard pivot. I feel like we need a poll for this one. No context other than title right now, but just for shits and giggles. Poorly timed. I understand. Am I the astronaut for not telling my daughter's dad my boyfriend's name? I feel like I'm pulling you up for this because I feel like obviously co-parents have a right to know who's going to be around their kids.
Yeah.
That's the only context of this that I feel like you deserve to know the name of the person who's going to be around your children. That's it.
Yeah.
But if
I agree.
this person isn't around the kids at all, like it doesn't matter. I don't know. That's the only thing that matters. If you're going to have somebody around my kids, I need to know who they are.
Does it matter if it's like a serious relationship or you're planning to move in together?
Yeah.
You have to know the name.
Yeah.
Does that change anyone's NTA
I feel like I need to meet them.
if you're going to move in together?
Yeah, if you're going to move in together, like I need to meet the person that is going to be actively parenting my children or behaving in any kind of authoritative figure. Like, I at least want to meet this person and make sure I don't have any immediate red flags. Just dating, no, but yeah, if it's serious enough to get to that point, then yeah. All right, there's the results, Tater Rooney.
Okay. 55% went NTA, and 14% went ASCON 3, and 14% went ESH.
There you go.
Interesting.
And we know kids are involved because it says, am I the astronaut for not telling my daughter's dad my boyfriend's name? I've been divorced from my ex-husband for 3 years now. When we split, we agreed that we would tell the other parent if we planned to introduce our child, 7-year-old girl, to a new romantic partner. He held up the agreement, told me about his now wife when they became serious, and also gave me a heads up before he introduced her to our child. I know her full name, address, where she works, where she's from, etc. But since she has been around, my co-parenting relationship with my ex has gotten so much worse, to the point that we don't speak and only communicate on an app. I've never spoken to his wife, and that's my choice. I pretend like she doesn't exist. So because of the deterioration, I no longer believe I should be held to our agreement. I've had a couple of boyfriends, and my ex found out about them from our daughter. I've been with my current boyfriend for more than a year now, and so far have been able to conceal his name and work from my ex. My daughter and I just moved in with said boyfriend. I am the custodial parent, and I gave my ex the new address, as I am legally required to do, but I still don't want to give his full name. I did tell him that my boyfriend is a police officer, so that should be comfort enough. My ex says that he should, at the very least, know the first and last name of someone who's living with our daughter most of the time. But again, since our relationship has deteriorated, I don't feel like I should have to tell him anything that's not required by a court order. My ex is not a dangerous person, so that's not an issue. He's a good dad and pays the max amount of child support allowed by the state. Our relationship has become extremely difficult in the last year, especially because at first we had 50-50 split without child support, but then he took our daughter to a pediatrician against my wishes, so I sued him for full custody and child support and won. I am not legally required to tell him anything other than my new address. That's what the most recent court order says. He says it's the decent thing to do to tell him my boyfriend's name. Why though? Am I the asshole? Top comment on OP's response here. The comment is, YTA. It is entirely reasonable for him to want to know who is living with his child. Are you not suggesting that there's any good reason for you to withhold the information? And you are not suggesting that there's any good reason for you to withhold the information. It might be different if your ex had a history of stalking or harassment, but from what you say, that's not the case. Besides which, you and he agreed that you'd share this information. He kept that agreement. You haven't. The fact that your relationship has deteriorated for other reasons is not a good reason to break that agreement. Finally, your actions are putting your daughter in the middle of your fight with the ex. She's going to be put in a position of either worrying about letting the details slip or telling her dad and then worrying about whether she has to keep that from you or feeling pressure to keep the information from him. As a parent, you ought to be putting your child's welfare first, and you are failing to do that. OP responds, he should be more respectful of me, his child's mother. That's putting our daughter's welfare first. Ooh. That comment doesn't sit right.
Yeah, you should click on the link and read the rest of her comments. She was mad that he took her to a pediatrician when she was sick.
There's not a link.
Oh, okay. She was mad that he took her to a pediatrician when she was sick because she doesn't believe in that. Something with so besides all that, but she said that I think there's a problem with pretending that you don't have to communicate with your ex's partner about scheduling and all of that stuff. You don't have to communicate with her, but pretending that your ex having a new partner and she doesn't exist, I think that's childish behavior. I think if anything, you should be hopeful that you can have a cordial, mature relationship with your ex-partner's new partner, because that person is going to be raising your child when they're with them. That person is going to care for your child. And I think you should want to facilitate the best way forward for them if you can. I understand that there are difficult situations and that just isn't an option. But just shutting it down and never being introduced to them or never speaking to them, like, that just seems immature to me. But also for her to say that he needs to be more respectful of her, his child's mother, that would be putting their daughter's welfare first. Like, that's just deflection. And your ex 100% has a right to know who his child is living with. I would, I don't know. She just seems very untrustworthy. Go back to you for a second and I'll see if I can get you a link.
Okay. Yeah, the whole what's the word I'm looking for? The hypocrisy of saying I sued for full custody because he didn't honor my wishes, or he didn't respect my opinion or my authority in this, and then doing something that completely disrespects his role as a parent or any kind of input he has. It's bonkers. And yeah, you're following the letter of the law now as a minimum. And I think that's what needs to be understood here is the guidance that is being offered there by your legal agreement is a minimum, right? Yeah, at minimum, you have to give your address. That's it. Also, how is it not a requirement of the courts to be including the names of those who would be living in the house with your child? I feel like that needs to be part of the court agreement for custody. All right, now let me go do some hunting here. Pulling you back up, Tater.
Yeah, her username.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have included these.
He knew my position about doctors and refused to respect it. He should have known better.
You don't have to read that one.
He's upset. He called me a liar and irresponsible, and he didn't move on first. I had a boyfriend before he met his wife.
Yeah, she seemed to double down on the
whole.
She wanted to make sure, she wanted people to know that she moved on first,
she's trying to make him pay.
Yes.
That's it. She's trying to make him pay, and withholding the name is just another way to make him pay. Look, do
you think she's mad that he got married before she did?
Ooh, maybe. Because
her energy in this story and the way she responded to disagreeing comments gives that there's a little bit of like something has to drive this pettiness and this anger, and I just wonder if it's not that she still loves him or wants to be with him, but moving on first.
No, like it's competitive.
It's competitive. Yeah, exactly. She's
and
pissed.
She has had multiple boyfriends around her daughter and was able to conceal them. Yeah. Having Dad's POV would be great, Devin.
I wish. Yeah, this story's 2 years old.
If I'm Dad in this situation, I am enraged. Like, I'm trying to do the best thing for my daughter, and I ended up losing custody because somebody is playing fucking games, and that's it. She's playing games. Yeah. She's weaponizing our child. I am losing my absolute shit. I'm lawyering up as quickly as I can, and I'm documenting every little damn thing. And you better believe that her playing games is gonna backfire. And this poor kid.
It's Nora from Desperate Housewives.
This poor freaking kid is just caught in the crossfire. You're absolutely right. That is Nora. This poor kid, because she's going to end up having no stability at all, because now this is going to blow up. Mom's going to screw it up because she's just enjoying having control now that she's got full custody and has child support. She's like, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and that's going to blow up, and now it's either going to go back to 50-50 or she's going to be full.
I wonder if it was 50-50 from a court and he took her to a doctor without Mom's permission. I wonder if that's what got him.
Yeah.
If they had agreed on 50-50 decisions.
50-50 decisions regarding healthcare.
Yes.
And that's normal. But if somebody
violates that,
did it intentionally behind the other's back, which is probably what was proven here, that's the thing.
And the ex could be, when she said in this thing that her ex isn't a threat, that he's a good dad. So why would you take custody from a good dad?
Power.
And there are people that do that. I mean, we can't ignore that happens. There are people who weaponize custody. Men and women both do that. I don't know. She just sounds unhinged to me.
Yeah.
And you're the asshole in my opinion. If you're living with somebody and you have his child around someone, the majority of the time, the other parent deserves to know who that person is. Yeah. And withholding that is just, it's just another, like, it just feels just shitty.
There's control. Shitty. There's control.
This is manipulation.
The feeling of power to have control, but you're using this power that you have to torture.
Yeah.
Like, you're using this to inflict pain on him. To what fucking end? It did just to make yourself feel better because he got married first? Who does this serve and how?
I see Adventures with Pam said there are times for petty and this ain't it.
Nope.
This is not it. Yeah.
The only one losing
100%.
here is your child. And that should be the last person that should be losing here.
And you can't just assume because someone is a police officer that they're a good person, like assuming that every teacher is a good person, or I mean, you can't assume that about anybody
you can't assume
until
that
you know
anybody's
that,
a good person,
until you know that person.
Regardless of their job. Okay, so OP, am I the astronaut for not telling my daughter's dad my boyfriend's name? Yup. How bad is it? It's
I don't know. She just gives me it's her comments and response that give me ASCON 1.
It's
behavior.
ASCON 1, and there's
It's
a certain
weaponizing
point.
the child.
There's a certain point where it just jumps right over to ASCON 2. Or I'm sorry, to Black Hole. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain point of weaponizing your child that if you continue down this path and start to inflict some psychological damage on your child, and it starts popping up. Like, yeah, you've cemented your seat in the black hole.
She says
don't.
he should respect me, the mother of his child. That's what would be in my daughter's best interest. But wouldn't it also go both ways? You should respect him as the father of your child, and that would be
No,
in
she
your
doesn't have
daughter's
to do
best
that
interest.
because she has full custody now, and that's what she means. Is like, I'm the authority. I am the one. You bow to me, and that is the best thing for our daughter because I am in charge of her all the time now. I make all the decisions. I hold all the cards.
I think it's
a bend the knee moment.
It's one thing to take custody away from a shitty parent. It's another thing to weaponize custody and use it as a game to gain control. And we know people that this has happened to. I'm sure there are so many people that have lived this experience or by proxy, whatever, but it's that is shitty to take kids away from a parent who, and our court system, especially, for our country is not.
No. And
it's not 100%.
Katie, yeah, I just saw this comment. It's good timing here. Supreme Court in Canada just ruled that people that do that coercive control can be sued for damages now.
Well,
So, there needs to be something in there. I can't
That's
believe providing the names of the people who are going to be living at the place where your child isn't a court-ordered requirement. I can't believe
Right.
that. It's like, we're only going to give you the address. That address could be any fucking where. You don't know who's in that place. You don't know anything.
Well, she's saying you have to give the address because you moved.
Because you moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to give the address. But I think it's bonkers that you don't have to provide the names of the people who will be living there to the other parent.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just wild. Wild. Okay. Let's do a little bit of catch up here. See, we pivoted away from the poop story just fine. Look at that. Look at that. Elijah, Silver Moon, Chaos Mama, Michelle G, Clarissa. Elijah again, they're dropping more name shout outs and other stuffs. Get jazzy on it, Rock Wolf. Dropping all kinds of stuff there too. HXJZAA. I'm sure there's a way to say that. I just don't know what it is. Katriana Silver Moon, Little Diddy, Grim, Cake the Rogue, Roving Gnome with even more corn. You're throwing all the corn at me, man. Grim, Michelle, Jessica King, Adventure with Pam, Amanda Lynn. Thank you guys so much for the love. Greatly appreciate that. Hello Innovation. There's no reasoning with people like this. The superiority stinks. Agreed. There's no, the only way to communicate is to play the game, and I think you just have to refuse. Yeah. Missed my mouth. Jamie, thanks so much for the hand hearts. Appreciate that. Aunt Sue, Elijah, you guys are awesome. All right, we're diving into story 6 of 9 tonight. We're doing good on timing. What's happening here?
No, don't.
Oh, darn it. She's stuck. She's stuck to her chair. Her blanket is stuck to her chair. Is that your robe or your blanket? My shawl. That's what I meant by robe. Sorry. Lilith, I want to know what OP is hiding about her boyfriend. Is Mr. Cop married, perhaps? Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's go. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here once again with another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for sending my neighbors a video after they accused me of ruining their open house? There's absolutely no way we could do a poll on this one. Am I the astronaut for sending my neighbors a video after they accused me of ruining their open house? I live in a pretty quiet neighborhood. Recently, house next door has been put up for sale, and owner held an open house last Saturday. We ain't friends, more like we just say hello over the fence. The day before it, she asked me not to park at the curb in front of her house so that potential buyers could get a good view of the facade. It's a public space, but I said okay, no problem. It rained on Sunday morning. I went to my sister's house for most of the day. When I got back in the evening, I found a note from her on my porch. It said that I had to pay for the carpet cleaning because my guest had walked into the house with dirty shoes and left marks in the living room. Problem is, I didn't invite anyone over at all and wasn't even home. Then I opened the neighborhood group chat. This is my neighbor. My neighbor had already posted there that it makes her sad when neighbors don't respect someone else's special day and that some people send guests to ruin their open houses. She didn't mention any names, but added that it's especially upsetting when you ask your neighbors in advance to help with the showing. She was clearly referring to me because the day before she had asked me not to park in front of the house. I messaged her privately and asked why she decided it had anything to do with me. She replied that her realtor had seen a man who came from my direction or from the direction of my house. I have a doorbell cam, so I decided to check it. Video showed her son arriving after the rain, parking by my driveway, walking through my side of the yard to get around a large puddle by their house, and entering the open house. He was wearing work boots. 20 minutes later, he comes out and wipes the soles of his boots on the grass right on the street. I sent her a screenshot and asked her to edit the message in chat and say sorry of accusing me of something I didn't do. She replied that I was overreacting and that the video wasn't a direct proof that the dirt was from him. So I had no other choice then to post a short clip in the group chat and wrote that my only contribution to the open house was not parking where I was asked to. Now my neighbor is angry at me and saying I humiliated her in front of our neighbors, but she already made it public just without mentioning my name. Am I the astronaut? Oh, Bish couldn't handle being wrong.
I love when
you
people
wrongly accuse somebody and then find out that you're wrong and you still stick to it.
I love when people make assholes of themselves by bringing shit public that should have never been brought public.
And why would you do that anyway? Like it's the to do it in like an ominous way.
I'd be like, I'm glad you're leaving. Adios, B.
You know, we're gonna miss you.
How's that crow taste, neighbor?
We are. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make you a going away lasagna. We're gonna miss you so much.
It's just a mud pie.
Now, this is the kind of like fake nice you would have to do. This is like I can't remember her name. Walter Bucket from Desperate Housewives, the one that competes with Brie.
Oh, Catherine.
Catherine. This is a Catherine move. I'm gonna make you a going away lasagna. Be something like that. It is even funnier that it was her son. Yeah. It was fantastic. If it had been anyone else, do you think she would have? Do you think she would have backpedaled?
Who has, I don't know, who has the fucking audacity to put a note on someone's house and say that you owe me for carpet cleaning when
because
you have no idea?
Somebody came from your direction, got mud on my carpets.
Even though there were multiple people there and parked up and down the street. And like, was she going to stop everyone from parking in front of her house at an open house?
Yeah, also,
that's the fucking point.
Open house means there's going to be strangers that you don't control walking through your house. And on a rainy, muddy day, there's a pretty good fucking chance one of them is going to have mud on their shoes.
Dude, as Nikki says, honestly, if your realtor was any good, she would have brought shoe covers and made everyone wear them.
Yep.
So smart.
Yep. This is this is why we don't have carpet, at least in the big part of the main floor, where the dogs roam. But then they just get muddy paw prints everywhere.
Yep.
So now Sonny's the worst. Sonny likes to frolic and get into the muddy stuff, and she likes to chew on sticks and rocks and whatever she can get her hands on.
Right.
But I keep a towel by the door, and in the morning, especially if the grass is dewy, she somehow gets like soaking wet, just going out there for 2 minutes. So I have to like towel her down every time we come back in the morning. Maybe it won't be so bad in the summer.
When the dew is gone.
Yeah, when it's warmer and it's not as dewy. But yeah, the dogs. Sunny, by the way, you guys heard she got groomed, right? Mm-hmm. Or was that just on VIP that we showed them?
I think it was Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but it was VIP.
Yeah, so Sunny got groomed and looks like a whole new dog. She's very, very cute.
Her hair is starting to get curly.
It is starting to get curly, and she's so tall. Like she just, I don't know. It's like, all the dog food and like, sticks and underwear, rocks, socks that she's eating. She's putting into a lot more dog. She's like 3 times the size now.
Yeah, she poked her mouth with a dead stick last night.
She chews on rose bush branches. Like, come on. And every time she tries to bring one of her sticks back into the house. Today, I took her out and I was coming back in, and I was like, Sonny, come on. And I whistled, and she came barreling around the corner with this gigantic stick.
Where did she get it?
I don't know, but I was like, Sonny, drop it. Put it down. Leave it. She's like, fine. She drops it and then she runs inside. But every time she tries to like pull one over on me, she's like, maybe he won't be paying attention this time. But this one, it was kind of hard to miss.
Yeah. I sat down on Navy's bed. I was like, okay, settle in. We're going to read a book. And I get the book out and Sunny gets up and like sits next to me in her like proper position, and she's looking over at the pages. And then Oliver got up there too and sat next to me, and I was like, I have a whole party reading too. It's like it's a little book group.
Aw.
It was adorable.
Did Oliver start getting grumbly?
No, he didn't.
Nice. Found a stick on the ground.
But it was just so cute that they both got up there and they're like, are we having story time?
That is awesome.
I was like, might be a new nightly thing.
Luna will 5 minutes later show up.
No, she didn't. She's still so tired.
But if she was going to show up, it'd be 5 minutes later and she'd just walk in there and go, and then plop on the ground.
Yeah.
Just to be in the same room. Just the same room. You want to move to Texas from Cali? Are there tornadoes all over? I mean, I know there are going to be in the north part of Texas. I don't know about the southern part. But yeah, Texas is kind of here in the right in the mix with us, I would say. Mm-hmm. Right in the mix with us. I think we've got our next round of severe starts.
Is it
tomorrow night?
Okay.
Middle of the night. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Yep. Western and northern Texas, Beer Today says. Sonny, yeah, you can't see me. He'll never notice my giant stick. Never notice. I'm sorry, that's not her voice.
Yeah,
He'll never see my giant stick.
She said she has a special dog mat that dries their feet. Luna will sit on the mat and the meat. Luna, stop it. Luna will sit on the mat and dry her feet, and you tell her to sit on the rug, and she sits there like a good girl. But Sunny is like, she's just not ready.
She's getting better.
She's getting better.
Coming in, I have to like hook her collar and like not let her take off as soon as we get inside. And if I hook her collar, she knows she's got to take it easy and sit down and let me dry her paws when we get in. Otherwise, she's going to just barrel in there.
Luna, you can just tell her to sit on the rug and she'll sit there.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold your paws there.
It's like, you're going to love on me? You're going to rub my paws?
Yeah.
She loves any kind of lovin's. Okay, let's go ahead and rock our next story here. You ready? Mm-hmm. Story 7 of 9. It's 10:30. We're doing great.
We're going to make it.
We have 10 minutes per story here.
Look at us.
That's a world of time. Am I the astronaut for not letting my friend use the photographer she refused to hire with me? What? Am I the astronaut for not letting my friend use the photographer she refused to hire with me? I don't understand. Let's find out. I, 28 female, just graduated with my PhD in the U.S. I am an international student and my family couldn't afford to fly in, so I was alone. Months ago, I asked my best friend / roommate, Elena, who's also graduating, to split a photographer. She said it was a waste of money. I even asked if her family could take a few pics of me on their phone. She said no, because they'd be too busy focusing on her. At graduation, a rep from my country's consulate came to congratulate me and asked if I needed anything. I asked for a couple of photos on my phone for my parents. He ended up calling their official media photographer, who came and took photos and videos of me. Elena saw this and ran over asking if he could also film her walking on stage and do a full photo shoot with her and her parents, friends, and advisor. I told her she could ask him, but I wasn't comfortable asking because I didn't hire him. He's an employee of the consulate and he was there for official reasons. She called me selfish, stormed off, and later texted me uninviting me from the graduation party we had planned for weeks, saying I ruined her day and she's not comfortable seeing me. Am I the astronaut? Oh, fuck this bee. Wait, you could have peed that whole story, and you chose feedback time.
I can't. I just can't.
No, I this is 100% an NTA thing, and OP like didn't even have the power to be like, hey, Mr. Consulate Photographer, like official media dude. I know you've been given a specific job and task of taking pictures of me. Can I give you another job and task to also do a full-blown photo shoot with my friend and her family? Even if I was comfortable asking that question, the likelihood that he's going to be like, yeah, let's do it, is going to be slim, because it's not just taking 40 to 50 more photos, it's editing 40 to 50 more photos. Like the entitlement of all of this makes this friend a big old B. Big old B.
This girl sucks.
Bizzo's easy, just based on that, right? The entitlement. But the hypocrisy combined with the entitlement makes her a real piece of shit. Entitlement, or no, yeah, the hypocrisy happened, the entitlement happened, and then she doubled down. Like, this is not a friend, OP. This is someone who is only friends with you so long as you don't have anything that she wants. Can you be friends with someone? Sunshine, yeah, we threw him in the voiceover booth and actually sampled that out. Mrs. Gigglebox dropping the 5. We have severe weather tonight into tomorrow's night. So excited. Hate storms too. Medicate daily due to anxiety. I get it. I get it. The severe weather triggered anxiety is no friggin' joke. And I'm still not to the point where, like, if a storm's coming through, that I can lay down and close my eyes and actually relax enough to fall asleep and trust that I would wake up because it was finally loud enough. I'm like, if it's that loud, it's too late. So I'm still not there, but we'll just take it seriously, right? No, so the question is, can you be friends with someone who is only friends with you so long as you don't have anything they want? You all right?
It's hard to move.
I think we've seen this. You know, this is not a hard thing to spot. You know, we see kids go through this kind of thing. A lot of teens we see in these kind of situations in friend groups where, yeah, it's like you're great friends until you have something that your friend wants and can't have, and then all of a sudden you're not friends anymore.
Or if you outshine them in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Yep.
Not to the ghost, but there was a very big dead cockroach in the women's restroom. Like, so gross. It was big.
It's like as large as a small dog.
It was like that big. That's big.
That is, yeah.
In terms
that's
of
a big old
cockroaches.
cockroach right there. Tell
Not
you what.
other things.
Nikki, thanks so much. The level up spotlight was baller. Here, let me get a little bit of catch up in on this, and then we'll dive back over to this conversation. Bailey Chapman with the surfing penguin. Nikki Britt Gibson with the level up spotlight, which is what caught her eye there. Elijah Marie, Tracy Cobbett, Marie M50 with a bunch more roses there. Topaz Flowers, Elijah again there. Marie M50 with more roses as well. Butterfill, Marie, Nikki Britt Gibson, Wendy. Elijah dropping more TikToks there. Sloan, Gizmo Girl, Dark Horizon, Silver Moon, Michelle G, Paula, Gina, Chaos Mama, Gigi. Thank you guys so much for the love. Greatly appreciate that. Have you had a friend who you would classify like this girl? Has anyone drop a comment and let us know if you've had a friend like this, and were you able to stay friends with someone like this, or is this just a ticking time? You know what I mean? What do you think, Tater? Butterfly. I said Butterfill. All right. My Les Dixie kicked in.
I think this is not a friend. This is someone who needs to be the center of attention, needs constant reassurance that they are a step above the person, like stepping on next to get where you want. So it's not a friend, and it's not someone who's ever capable of being happy, because they always want what other people have. And also, telling someone that you can't even take a single picture of them at graduation is a super shitty fucking thing to do.
Yeah, I'll be too busy taking pictures of me. Thank you so much.
Yes, this is not someone you want in your life or you want in your corner, because they're only going to take, and they're never, ever going to fill up your cup.
Yep. Yeah, the only reason they have you around is to make themselves feel better by having what you don't. So this was just an opportunity for her to be like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. No. But then when the roles were reversed, even just a little bit, and I don't think it was within OP's power to request that the official consulate photographer take photos of someone else who he wasn't there to serve. Like I don't even know that OP had that ability. And for this bee to not only be pissed off, but to be pissed off enough to basically cancel their friendship.
Right. To uninvite her from, because she's not comfortable seeing me because I wasn't able to have the photographer that I didn't hire take pictures of her. No, I think people who want to be, I don't even know if some people realize it. Maybe at their age they do, but people that want to be the center of attention, people that are constantly craving it, and when they don't have it, they create drama, they create bullshit, they create exhausting scenarios.
It's a tantrum.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, at some point in life, I think you just get tired of dealing with it.
Yep.
You get tired of placating this person and constantly lifting them up because you walk on eggshells around them because they can't handle it otherwise.
And, the easy solution here is like, well, just don't be friends with that person, but this person is likely really, really good at isolating as well, so that you don't have other friends.
Right.
You have to be friends with this person because you feel like it's the only friend you have.
These people
probably because of this person's doing, but that was the game.
These people could be the king or queen of backhanded compliments.
Yep. Good gravy. Good gravy.
Friendships like that don't stand the test of time. They normally run through them pretty quickly.
But, I mean, okay, let's put it this way. You could be surface level with that kind of friend for, like, through adulthood, right? That's pretty much it, though. You're never going to have a real friendship.
Exactly. You're gonna
have surface level fake nice, and I think it's about it.
You have to know what to expect from the relationship. And I think that just comes with time and age too.
Why would you want to, Sunshine? That's a good question. And at that point, if you're just being surface level with somebody, it's probably an active choice to just not deal with the drama of canceling it, because there would be drama, right? So like, it's less drama to see this person one time per year when we go out to lunch on their birthday, and that's it. That's, And I get it. Same friend said she wanted to live vicariously through you. Oh, Aaron had a friend since third grade, hated me moving out of town and full out refuses to meet my husband because she's overwhelmed by my life.
What?
I get it. Okay, yeah.
She's jealous.
This is the person who wanted to live vicariously through. Yeah, how dare you have things that she wants and doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. It confuses the shit out of me why people treat other people like that and call them friends. I can't.
I think you know exactly what that type of person would say about you when you're not in the room.
Yeah.
It's a hard lesson to teach, though.
That's not just a girl thing either. I mean, it's a
people thing.
Yeah, it's a people thing. It's a human thing.
I think it's, like I said, it's a hard lesson to teach. You can't teach people that. It's almost like you have to be burned by it to know what it is.
Yeah.
That's the same for romantic relationships that are.
Some lessons you can only learn by walking through the fire.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, agreed.
We speak so passionately about this because we have 2 teenage daughters.
Yeah. Somebody was asking, oh yeah, here, Amanda Lynn, is the roommate even from the same country? Opie doesn't clearly state that, but
it doesn't sound like
it.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's not from the same country. And I mean, OP even talks about being an international student and being alone. Yeah, I don't think so, but we can't say for 100% certain. All right, a little bit of catch up between stories here. Fur and Feathers dropping the lightning bolts and the roses. Also, the Go Populars. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Michelle G. More Fur and Feathers. Hey, dropping the love you so much and the hot me. Fur and Feathers with more there. Ann Harrickson. Dianara. Jenny M. Melissa Elliott. Greytown Tikiki. Minions Den. Nikki. Bailey. Thank you guys so much for the love. Appreciate that. Terabyte, I am that friend. JK, I think everybody had a friend like that. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the dude version, and I'm not. I don't know.
So this is about the cockroach I found in the bathroom. Because you said it wasn't a cockroach, so I was like, I looked it up, and it says that a palmetto bug is a cockroach.
Palmetto water bug
is a cockroach.
Okay.
Yeah. It says.
So it's just not like a common cockroach.
No, they're very common. It's a regional nickname for certain types of large cockroaches. So.
Huh.
I'm like, because someone said they weren't, and I was like, okay, I feel more comfortable knowing that. But then I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, that's the bug. And then it's like commonly known as palmetto bug, aka cockroach.
Oh, they fly? Those are the worst kind?
They scream?
Great. Wait, what?
I could get comfortable with a palmetto bug.
I didn't say it wasn't a cockroach. I think someone in chat said it wasn't a cockroach.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about chat.
Yeah.
Because they made me feel more comfortable about that. And then I feel like, the crunch sound. Well, we saw one outside. Remember the one that was outside the door downstairs? And I was like, I hope they don't get in. And then we found one in our office. And then there was just one feet up in the bathroom. So I hope that means that they're sprayed because I've never seen one alive.
Yeah, they did come and spray. Oh, they came in here and sprayed on...
Because there was another bug in the other stall. And I was like, for God's sake, can't you get away from them?
It was Friday or Thursday morning they came in and sprayed.
Okay, well, you know what?
That makes sense. I've seen a couple
they're
of
too
them
big and I don't like them.
Dead in the studio as well. I just should not have said that.
I'm sorry.
Feet up is a good sign, Dark Lord.
I don't like them. I would take snakes over
that needs
those
to be
kind of bugs.
T-shirt, Dark Lord.
Remember, we had the cave cricket infestation, and I think that just did me in for like.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
For bugs like that. These are so big. Like I took a picture of the one outside because I had never seen one like that big. I was laying on the ground outside our door downstairs, and I was like, the fuck is that?
Oh no. Y'all are wrong. What are we wrong about? What?
Okay, that's just what the internet says. So take it up with Google.
Yeah, the cave crickets are terrifying to look at. You had to move. because of something like that? Oh my gosh.
We, ours happened after a flood. I think we talked about that before.
Yes. German cockroaches are the ones that cause infestations. Interesting. I don't plan on going into like doing a lot of research here.
Yeah.
Came into talks of palmetto bugs after moving to South Carolina, and they're everywhere. Snazzy Cat, thanks so much.
This is it.
Drop of the LOL. It's bug talk.
This is it.
Well,
Can't see it.
Here we go.
That's it. That's the bug. It's fucking huge. Okay.
Cave crickets. I call them mutant cricket spiders.
I don't really know what their actual name is.
The cave crickets? I don't know. I don't know either. Jumpy spider looking jerks. Yeah. Yep. Cave crickets are, it's hard to explain. You can Google cave crickets and it'll show you cave crickets. Mutant cricket spiders.
They're called camo. Oh, God. Camo crickets.
Camo
also called
crickets,
cave crickets. Yeah. Nocturnal wingless insects. They just have really big legs. And they can jump really, really
huge
far.
Actually. It's like they're all leg.
And high.
All leg.
Freaking out. Let's not talk about it anymore.
Okay. She's got the heebie-jeebies. She's got the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, all right.
No, not the giant water bugs. These are different.
Crickets on roids, boober.
Yes, that's exactly what you should call them.
That's pretty much it. Pretty much. Okay, story number 8, next to last story here. Let's rock and roll. 10:49. Look at us. Look at it, just pacing perfectly. Nice job designing our show tonight, Tater. She even planned her bathroom break in there as like to save a couple minutes.
We'll put this one on the dock for tomorrow. Just go ahead and do number 9.
Okay, all right. Pivoting.
I'm one short, so.
All right. We're punting one of these to the next one. So we'll do our last story. The Bully and Her Book Report. That's right. Here comes another petty revenge story for you. I just remembered this today since I took my mom to lunch for Mother's Day and she mentioned seeing my bully's mom at church. I had a bully. Jackie was a terrible person, beyond mean girl. She was one of those popular kids who would go out of her way to be deliberately cruel, and she loved to pick on me. Catholic school, so we had the same classmates all 8 years, and she rode my bus, so there was no escaping her. She was also dumb and lazy. I was an extremely shy and quiet child, almost completely silent, and I used to read a lot. So I was reading several levels above my grade. Our 6th grade teacher, Sister Louise, assigned us a monthly book report. You could either hand in a written report or do a little craft thing like a diorama and a short presentation. Papers were due on a Friday, but presentations were during our English period for the week preceding the Friday due date. A couple of months into the school year, at the beginning of the week, Jackie did her presentation of a book that was maybe a 4th grade reading level, but she had obviously never read the book or even a synopsis of the back cover, so her presentation was a story she made up based on the picture of the front of the cover. That same day, it seemed like she was especially horrible to me on the bus going home, and I was angry at that and her blatant cheating. She couldn't even bother to read a little kid's chapter book. I had read that book a while ago, so I remembered the story, but I also checked it out from the public library and skimmed it to refresh my memory of certain points. I then did my very in-depth book report on that same book, pointing out minute details and making sure that it was obviously not the plot Jackie had presented. I got 100% on that report, and Jackie got a 25% because she had at least done the diorama. And her mother had to have a meeting with Sister Louise. And Sister Louise then decided that we had to choose a book from the 6th grade reading list or get our book pre-approved. A lot of the other kids were mad that they couldn't choose an easy book now because of Jackie. Jackie was ranting and raving on the bus that she got caught because someone else did a book report on the same book, but I don't think she ever even suspected me because I was the kid who always had my nose buried in far more advanced books, and I think they assumed I had done a report on one of those. Sister Louise knew exactly what I had done because I had to get my next book approved, and she gave me a very pointed look and a smirk when she said, "Yes, this seems to be a book that is more in line with your reading level." I'd like to think she was kind of proud that I fought back in the only way the quietest shy kid knew how. P.S. Sister Louise ran a tight ship, so there was no bullying in class. It all happened at sports practice, Girl Scouts on the bus, or in the neighborhood. Also, it was 40 plus years ago when there wasn't a big zero tolerance for bullying movement. We were just supposed to deal with it. It was the 80s, man. It was the 80s. You just deal with that shit.
I love that her teacher was like, I know what you did.
Yes, this seems to be more in line with your reading level.
I love that. Oh, I love it when quiet kids fight back in the best way.
Fight back quietly.
Yes. Without really doing it. And
So beautiful.
Nothing could be tied back to OP.
Move quietly in the shadows. Like, you know what?
That's how you gain confidence.
OP, like your reading level was already way above your class, but you're beefing up your petty level a little bit here too. And I think we respect it. It'd be interesting to know, 40 plus years from this. It's like, what were you able to do in life because of that moment? What did that make possible for you? That wouldn't have been otherwise. You know what I mean?
I was trying to think of my moment. But you said it was the 80s, and I was like, speaking of getting hit in the face with a ball, do you remember like the tether ball things?
Oh, gosh.
And that thing came around, it would just whack you in the face. Or dodgeball, and people would aim for your face.
Tetherball tournaments were crazy. Yeah. There were some people who were like...
Dude, they would hit it so hard. And I was like...
It's like by third grade, there's a major league and a minor league. And
he is Bandit, 100%. 100%. I'll be Chili.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, but you are that dad. 100%.
Except I'm not always home like Bandit is. I'm like, what do you do? Like, I know you're an archaeologist, but what do you actually, when do you work, Bandit?
This is only 7 minutes of their day.
That's true. But what was I saying? Tetherball. By the third grade, there's a major league and minor league, right? And if you're not in those two tiers,
I was in the minor league.
I just stopped trying. I was like, okay, you guys are taking this way too seriously.
Yeah,
so I just went and did other shit.
The guys at school that would hit it, like they were spiking a fucking volleyball.
Yeah. Or they grab it and like the wind up for launching it, serving it, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like they're like rotating and doing jumps and stuff. And then like,
yes,
it's crazy. I'm like, whoa.
Also the dodgeball games in gym.
Oh yeah. You remember the scooter days? Did you guys have those? The plastic scooters with the little caster wheels? Oh yeah. You learn how to keep your fingers like inside the ride,
yes,
tucked when you do those. But even then, like if it tips and you get the burn of that gym floor on the bottom of your, like burn the freaking hair off your fingers. That, and then sometimes
the squares.
That and like the giant like parachute kind of thing where you're like, they do that, and then you run around underneath it. But it was
Stephanie just said that too.
But the
great minds.
Best was when they did scooter parachute, because then you got to do scooters underneath the big floaty thing. That was like the double whammy. That was the best. What else do you remember from?
We had a tetherball pole in our backyard too. I used to play with my brother until he got too good.
Team tetherball was the worst.
The trampolines had no nets.
Yeah,
and you'd fall off.
I don't remember seeing a net on a trampoline until I was a teenager. Red Rover. Oh man, that's old school. That's old.
Oh my gosh, Red Rover. Yeah.
They're like, you need zero equipment for this game. You're just gonna knock the shit out of other kids. You ever heard of clotheslining someone? This is when you learn how.
We had this metal pirate ship, and it was like a maze in the underneath part of the pirate ship, and then like the metal grate was on the top part. But when you crawled through the maze, you would get your knees stuck in the metal part. And so like a teacher would have to come like pop it out. But like kids would have the big bruise down both sides. So it didn't last long.
Dang.
I mean, it was there for a while, but
I like how they just let that problem continue instead of like doing something.
We didn't always get them stuck. It was just had to be at the right angle.
That's why I got to pop a kid's knee out. It ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
It's like All the kids from that school walk with like a little bit of a limp now.
They all had knobby knees. Huge metal slides. Yeah, we had a castle too that had like metal steps, and everything was always so hot. The closer you get to summer.
They had, the huge metal slides. Yeah. They had one in Joplin. We called it the tornado slide. This was before any encounters. But it was like, it looked like a World War II aircraft. It was just rivets and metal that was shiny, right?
Yes.
Like, no paint, no nothing. It just glared in the sun like it was fucking glowing, right? And you got up on that bitch and you like started, like, test it, right? You like touch the bottom, see if it's too hot. Oh, damn, I ain't going down there. But if it was kind of close, not quite too hot, like sizzling an egg.
But you're sizzling an egg by the time you get to the bottom.
By the time you get to the bottom, like the friction on that thing warms your butt up already. And if it's hot, your ass is just ablaze by the time you get down.
Yes, I was going to say.
That was the 80s.
Jumping off the swings at the highest point. Like, how did we do that? And then you land in the mulch.
That's where the whole Inside Out Boy story came.
The rubber thingies.
The rubber, yeah. So they didn't have mulch or rubber thingies whenever I was on swing sets in school. Before mulch and rubber thingies, it was either paved or it was rocks.
No, we didn't have.
Or
I
just
think it was
dirt.
Merry-go-rounds.
What did they have? What did they have before mulch and like the rubbery shit? It was just rocks, right? Sand.
Rubber rocks, yeah.
Yeah, there was sand.
But you'd have someone push you and you'd get so high on the swing and then jump off. Like, now if I try to get on a swing, I'm like, oh, I'm dizzy. Please don't go too fast.
Yeah, gravel, Nikki. Yeah. Man. Pea gravel.
I'm pretty sure we had mulch.
So I recognized when it changed to mulch, but it changed to mulch after I was already...
I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering.
You come from the mulch kid generation. My generation had it a little harder.
You're 4 years older than
I know. And in that 4 years, fucking mulch. Or maybe it was just a fancier school. I don't know.
Did you forget what sand was?
No, I didn't forget what sand was. I forgot.
It was an option.
I forgot what was breaking my fall on the way down.
I can't remember.
Sand was a really common one, I think.
I just remember
sand, but like not a great contained job of sand. It's like they just threw sand on the ground, so it's like sand that fades into grass. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That was it. There's no containment. There's no timbers. There's no landscaping things. Mm-hmm. It's just you just threw a bag of sand down. And they're like, that'll be fine.
I'm gonna have to post this in my high school group. Like what was under the swings?
Yeah, because mulch didn't become a thing until later on. Rocks. We had razor sharp rocks. You learn to get real good.
Did anyone else have the metal, like playset things? You didn't have the metal playset?
Metal playset things.
Like the giant pirate ship? It was like huge.
No, we didn't have that at school.
Like it was like 20, 30 feet long.
No, they had like the basic B swings.
We had Foursquare.
And a basketball court. You know, the paved basketball with the chain rope. No, but at the park that had the tornado slide, they had a whole bunch of big, like, Jungle Jimmy kind of climb on things.
They eventually got rid of it because too many kids got hurt on it. Like, they're fine.
That's how you know it was good. It was the 80s. Man. I don't think any of the equipment that was there whenever I was a kid is there anymore. I'm pretty sure it was all deemed too dangerous.
I mean, we were a tiny school. Like, I don't know how we had a massive playground. That's like where all the money went.
We really want these kids to be outside.
Like there were only 2 grades for each, or 2 classes for each grade. Yeah.
For Diamond? Oh yeah, they were just making sure you guys didn't get too used to air conditioning. They were like,
we had air conditioning.
I know, but that's why they wanted you to be outside all the time.
Oh yeah.
They're like, we don't want them getting too used to AC. They're going to be working on the farm. Okay.
It smelled like chicken poop or chicken house.
They
were just right down the road.
They're like, hey, this is the most likely scenario.
And there was a poop pond.
Well, yeah, they want you to get used to that as well. Field. Yeah. We want them to be outside close to the shit, but we're going to make sure we break their fall with something a little more spongy. And we're going to give them some real nice things to climb on.
I don't think it was sand. Pretty sure.
Really thinking about it now, huh?
No, I really am.
Yeah. Next reunion.
Teeter totters.
What is your next reunion?
30. I just had my 20
When do they do them?
2 years ago.
Do they do them every 10 years? Is that what it is?
I don't want to talk about
I
it.
never went to any of them. I don't know.
You went to mine with me.
Yeah, I did. That was early in our relationship. Was your 10?
Oh yeah, you went to my 10 and my 20.
Yep. Sure did.
You proposed to me right after my 10 year.
Showing up at your 20. I'm like, I'm still here, bitches. That's right. I ain't fucked it up yet. This is 30 years for you, Tracy. See, when did
The chin up bar, yes.
I'm pretty
Metal
sure
train, that's cool.
I don't know how long it's been for me. I have no idea. Is it broken? No. Are you bleeding? No. You're fine. Go play. Yeah. How many friends did you have break arms on trampolines that did not have nets?
I don't know if anyone broke their arm, but I know people got hurt.
I had at least 2. One broke a leg. Another
Jesus.
one might have broken like a collarbone. Some shit.
Man.
Yep. Captain Planet broke your finger, broke a nose, Aslan. Sister broke her collarbone. Yeah, you can. Broke his arm, Ashley.
My gosh.
Oh, man. Wet trampoline with dish soap, which is great
That's
for
the
bubble
way.
making.
That's the way, with the sprinkler underneath.
Yep. We do the sprinkler underneath. Navy's going to get real excited for that. Never broken a bone, luckily, Alan. I've only broken a toe.
Do you remember Popsicle Day?
Popsicle day at school.
There's a spider on the wall.
Yep, sure is. All right, we'll deal with that momentarily here. All right, 11:03. Okay,
There's a
we'll go ahead
spider.
and we'll deal with the spider. It's fine. He's looking for his cockroach buddy.
You broke your nose with a rake. Holy shit.
Ugh, that does not sound fun.
I don't like spiders.
All right, thank you guys so much for hanging
I
out
saw
with us.
a roach.
I shoot not for in feathers. Jamie, Stacy, Sweet Shelly, Michelle. Thank you guys so much. Amy Castro, Donnie, see you there too. Thank you guys so much for the love tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's always a blast. We'll deal with this spider. We'll see you
he's-
next time.
I don't think he's hurting anything. He's okay. I'd rather have him than the other thing.
Well, yeah, he can keep that other thing away. Bye,
Nope.
guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
We're going to put the net. There was one story left, but we're going to put it on the offline recording tomorrow.
He's moving along. He's fine. Just passing through. Bye, guys.
Good night, everyone.